History has always showed us a path forward. From a long time ago to the present day, our world has seen thousands of cities grow, thrive, and change over time. While civilization has given us a blueprint for how we construct our cities and our environment, it is up to us to forge our own destinies. In Star Wars, there's a belief that even one person's actions can make a significant difference to the entire galaxy. Now it's your turn to shape our growing first city for the better. Let's explore the evolution of cities past and see what we can learn from them. As First City booms and faces challenges for its future existence, your mission is to be a force for change and create solutions to help transportation, the environment, and new buildings to make our home last for over 1,000 generations. Together, we rise. The 2019-2020 first LEGO League season will explore how architects combine science and art to make buildings and structures for their clients. Sometimes they make new buildings, and sometimes they redesign old ones. They work as part of a larger team, just like yours. Structural, civil, and environmental engineers make sure a project suits its site. Construction workers like electricians, plumbers, and carpenters, and project managers make sure the job stays on time and within budget. Every role is important to get the job done. Together, these teams apply the same design principles a Roman named Vitruvius created thousands of years ago. Buildings should be strong, useful, and beautiful. Our cities and towns face big issues like transportation, accessibility, and even natural disasters. How can we shape a better future for everyone? It will take teamwork, imagination, and those Vitruvian principles. What solutions can we create now to help shape an optimal future? How can we use our environment and modern day tools and technology to build First City to last? A building needs a strong foundation. In all FIRST programs, our foundation is built on our core values: discovery, innovation, impact, teamwork, inclusion, and fun. The core values should be a part of your first LEGO League experience. Use them throughout the season. Your innovation project is one component of the first LEGO League Challenge. This season, you and your team will identify a problem with a building or public space in your community. Not sure where to start? The robot game field has many examples of real-world problems. Explore the real-world problem behind the mission and use it to jumpstart your work. Or pick a problem of your own to explore. Next, design a solution with your team. You may want to research how others have tried to solve this problem. You may improve a solution that already exists or find a brand new approach. Next, be sure to share your solution with others. Helpful feedback can make a good solution even better, so be sure to ask for ideas to improve. If you plan to attend an event, you will also need to prepare a presentation. Your presentation should be 5 minutes long. Be sure to include the problem you identified, what steps you took to research it, and how you came up with the solution you designed. Also, make sure to tell who you shared your ideas with and how you refined your solution along the way. The object of the City Shaper robot game is to shape your growing city with more stable, beautiful, useful, accessible, and sustainable buildings and structures. Solve the real-world problems represented in the missions to score points. As a team, identify the missions you want to solve. Design, build, and program a LEGO robot to complete the missions. Use EV3. Test and refine your program and design. Your robot will have to navigate, capture, transport, activate, or deliver objects. You and your robot will only have 2.5 minutes to complete as many missions as possible. So be creative. Now, let's take a tour of the missions. Elevated places. If the robot is supported by the bridge, if one or more flags are clearly raised any distance only by the robot. Crane. If the hooked blue unit is clearly lowered any distance from the guide hole, supported by another blue unit, and level 1 is completely in the blue circle. Inspection drone. If the inspection drone is supported by axle on the bridge, designed for wildlife. If the bat is supported by branch on the tree. Treehouse. In this mission, score all that apply. If a unit is supported by the tree's large branches, if a unit is supported by the tree's small branches. Traffic jam. If the traffic jam is lifted. Swing. If the swing is released. Elevator. If the elevator's moving parts are as follows. Blue car down. Balanced. Safety factor. If the test building is supported only by the blue beams and some beams have been knocked out at least halfway. Steel construction. If the steel structure is standing. Innovative architecture. In this mission, you can only score on one option. If a designed and built structure made of white Lego bricks, clearly bigger in size than a blue building unit is, completely in any circle, partly in any circle. Design and build. By location, if there are any circles with at least one color matching unit completely in and flat down on the mat. Please note, the blue circle is not part of Mission 12. By height, if there are independent stacks at least partly in any circles, add all of their heights together. Please note, a stack is one or more building units with level 1 touching flat down on the mat and any higher levels touching flat down on the level below. Sustainability upgrades. Upgrades are the solar panels, roof garden, and insulation. If an upgrade is supported on a stack which is at least partly in any circle, please note, only one upgrade will count per stack. Precision. Precision tokens left on the field can result in extra points. Remember to read the robot game rules and check for any updates during the season. Use your engineering notebooks to keep track of your work and ideas throughout the season. You will be amazed at how much you will learn. Good luck this season, and remember, this is more than a challenge. It's an opportunity, a chance for citizens of the galaxy to work together, strengthening and protecting the force that binds us, and creating a place where collaboration and collective wisdom can elevate new ideas and foster growth. Together, we rise.
Okay, powerful morning sa lahat ng ating taga-subaybay. Ngayong Sabado ay isa na namang specialized webinar series ang inyong mapapanood in partnership with our educational partner, the Felta MultiMedia INC, Power INC, and STEMified Learning Center. Kanina sa ating video ay ipinakita ang pagbuo ng Smart City mula sa Lego Education. At first, mamaya, it will be elaborated in today's topic about smart cities entitled Ecological, Sustainability, and Renewable Energy. This will be the first series of our webinar for the month of July. But before we have the discussion and actual training, let us start today with a message and prayer from the head pastor of Jesus the Bread of Life Church, Pastor Fernando Sammy Medina. Magandang umaga, Pastor Sammy.
Magandang umaga po. Powerful morning, everyone. Thank you very much once again, Chairman Wax, for having me here. And it's a pleasure. Hello also to Ma'am Mylene and Ma'am Jenny Lou and Ma'am Annalyn. In this webinar topic, this is very interesting. And the topic is ecological sustainability and renewable energy. And it reminds me in Genesis chapter 1, how God created everything, how God created everything in our in this place or in here in earth. So in earth, so God is the creator of all things. But you know, before He create humans like us, bago niya tayo nilikha, God prepared everything for us humans. So He prepared that we need, no, for a habitation. So in fact, He told Adam to take dominion and rule over the earth. In Genesis chapter 2, verse 15, the Lord God took man and put him in the Garden of Eden, to work it and take care of it. Actually, God told Adam to take care of the creation of the Lord. So human beings are to rule over every living thing here on earth. So God expects that human being use the earth wisely and govern it with a sense of responsibility and care. And men and women are to make the earth's resources beneficial for themselves and develop the earth resources to make them useful for human beings. So it provides a foundation for wise scientific and technological development. So this pre-webinar with the topic ecological sustainability and renewable energy, this will teach us to sustain and remain the creation of our God, and it will become beneficial to mankind. So it reminds us, God created this whole earth only for us human, for us to enjoy it. Okay, so let's pray. Thank you, Father God, for creating us and giving us the right to govern your creation. We are so thankful and grateful, Father in heaven. So bless our resource speaker, Jenny Lou Pangilinan. Give her all the knowledge she needs in this topic, and may the listener will be enlightened with this webinar about ecological sustainability and renewable energy. Bless also Wax as the moderator. Bless Power and Felta and a STEMified Learning Center. Thank you. And bless also, Father God, all the participants. And give them, Lord, an open heart and an open mind. Bless this webinar from start to finish and with excitement and fulfillment. Thank you, Lord, for the success of this webinar. In Jesus' name, amen. This is your friend in Christ, Reverend Fernando Medina. A powerful morning, everyone.
Okay, maraming salamat po, Pastor Sammy, for that wonderful prayer and of course, your demonstration
Chairman Wax.
about God's message on creation. At yan po ang ating pagpapatuloy po natin gagawin in our activity kung saan we will appreciate the creation na ating pong gagawin with our activity na ibibigay po sa atin ng ating pong resource speaker. Okay? So, for this moment also, kasama po natin, of course, ang ating very supportive educational partner na si Ma'am Mylene Abiba, and kasama po din po niya ang Master Trainer ng Robotics ng TechBot na si Ma'am Annalyn Aban, para ipakita po sa atin ang ating mga magiging activity for today. Magandang umaga po sa inyo, Madam Mylene Abiba and Ma'am Annalyn. Good morning po.
Good morning, powerful morning to everyone. Nako, napakaganda ng ating topic for this month of July. And alam nyo, you know that for a fact, we're not just preparing for the new normal in education, but we're also preparing for a new normal in building sustainable and ecologically sustainable cities. So hindi lang po dapat ang aalalagaan natin yung ating ang ating health, but ang also ang kapaligiran natin. So this is a good way for us to probably have some suggestions or projects that we can offer to government on about sustainable cities, and also not just for economic recovery and resilience, but also for protecting the environment. So marami tayong matututunan today from Miss Jeneline and Miss Annalyn. And we're, in behalf of Felta Multimedia, we're always very, very grateful na andito po tayo sa Power, and we are always providing powerful sessions and webinar for all of you dahil kami po ay inyong kagabay dito sa ating Learn from Home, Teach from Home. Again, we learn and teach as one Philippines. God bless us all.
Okay, maraming salamat, Ma'am Mylene, for that message. And of course, Power INC is very thankful to have Felta and STEMified for our continuous webinar series na ating po tinatalakay, specialized in robotics. So, kahapon nagkausap po kami ni Ma'am Jenny Lou about po sa pagbuo ng group ng mga mentors specialized in robotics. So, gagawin po namin yan para mas matulungan pa po namin at mas mapalawak po namin ang aming pong pagnanais na makatulong sa ating mga kaguruan in preparation for the new normal of education ngayong darating na pasukan. Of course, nandyan din po si Ma'am Annalyn. Ma'am Annalyn, would you like to share something? May share po pa si Ma'am Annalyn? Yung ma'am?
Right. So good morning po to everyone. Powerful morning. Okay, today po we'll be sharing one of the special sets that we have that we can use to integrate robotics to smart cities.
Okay, so mamaya po magkakaroon po tayo ng mga actual demonstration sa pagbuo po ng ating smart cities. And of course, hindi po mangyayari yan without the assistance and help of our resource speaker for today. Magandang umaga sa iyo, Ma'am Jenny Lou Pangilinan Riel from STEMified Learning Center. Good morning, Ma'am Jen.
Good morning. Kamusta naman? Na-disconnect ako. Papasok na tayo. Okay. So, yan. Buti nakabalik ako. Medyo kinakabahan ako mag-refresh. Baka wala na pala akong connection, no?
Okay, so ano bang paghahandaan natin ngayong umaga para po sa ating mga taga-subaybay na mga guruan?
Okay, so ngayon meron tayong renewable energy, which is also, as we have started before, part of the sustainability goals, ano? So talagang kailangan na nating i-master yung sustainability, and also we can how as teachers can we share to the students and make them concerned about the community, but as well as the ecology, ano, kasi minsan gustuhan nating isalba yung ating life on earth, nagsasuffer yung ating environment. So we will have to merge technology and sustainability for both humans and other creatures. Sabi nga ni Pastor Sammy, we have to take care of our earth kasi ito yung ating tirahan. Yan.
Okay, tama nga naman, no? Kanina po sa demonstration po ni Pastor Sammy, no, sa kanyang pagpapaliwanag about the creation of God, no? Na kinakailangan naman talaga nating i-appreciate. Okay? So mamaya nga, tutulungan tayo ni Ma'am Jen para mas lalo pa natin ma-appreciate ang ating pong mga nakikita sa ating pong kapaligiran. Okay? So siguro hindi na natin patatagalin pa ang ating pong talakayan, no? Sisimulan na po natin ang ating pong actual and discussion for today's topic on smart cities. Series number 1 po ito sa buwan ng Hulyo, okay? Entitled Ecological, Sustainability, and Renewable Energy. Okay, atin na pong tawagin ang ating resource speaker for today, the owner of STEMified Learning Center, Ma'am Jenny Lou Pangilinan Riel. Ma'am Jen.
Okay, so bago ako si Ma'am Annalyn muna. So, magandang partner yung Felta because we have kids, malaki yung Lego education. So, let's hear from Miss Annalyn muna kasi she will showcase our kids sa Felta Multimedia under Lego education. Di ba, Ma'am Annalyn? Nakamute ka. Nakamute ka, ma'am.
All right. There you
Yan.
go. Right. Okay, so powerful morning to everybody. Today, I'm going to show you on how we will incorporate our robotics program and system on how we will create a smart cities. Okay, and to begin with my talk for this morning, let me share with you a smart city videos.
Wala pong audio, Ma'am Annalyn. Pa-share na lang ulit. Sige ma'am, i-share po ulit natin yung video no, para makita
All
nyo.
right. Okay. One more time.
Share ulit natin. Kasi walang audio kanina eh.
Okay na, sir?
Hindi, i-share mo ma'am, share. Okay, so this is always experience no, during webinar.
Okay.
No,
Okay, just for a moment.
Yes. Sige ma'am, share mo po yung video. Ma'am, hindi siya naka-play.
Okay, just for a while. Yan, sir.
Yan, okay.
All right, there you go. So that is the smart city that what we are aiming for. Now, a smart city is an urban area that uses different types of electronic Internet of Things like sensors to collect data and then use insight gained from the data to manage assets, resources, and services efficiently. In return, using that data to better improve the operation across the city. So, as you can see, that is the smart city that what we all are aiming for. Now, let me incorporate of how robotics will help in order for us to achieve this smart city. Now, I'm going to introduce WRO 2019 challenge that we have last year because this is our team last year in WRO. So for robotics, as you can see from the FLL video a while ago, we are trying to create a program and system in order for us to achieve this smart city goal. Now, for elementary category, we are actually using a different set. So we have for elementary, we have for high school student, and we have for senior high school student as well. Now, what I'm going to introduce today is the challenge that we have for elementary category. Now, in smart cities of the future, the technology of driverless cars might also be used to redesign school buses as autonomous and electric vehicles. So let's talk about driverless school buses. The driverless school bus will pick up the children up directly at their homes and drop the children off at schools. And since that driverless school buses are only in use for short times of the day, a driver school bus can also be used as a delivery van to deliver food to the school. So first is let's talk about autonomous emergency braking. When an autonomous driverless car detects an obstacle in front of the car stops to avoid a collision. Now, I have here a prototype car. Okay, Sir Wax, can you please share my camera so I can see them the prototype creations that I prepare. All right. There you go. So using the Lego Education, we do 2-point set as introductory robotics set. Okay, we use these materials in order for us to create prototype materials. All right. So with me, I have here a sample car. All right. As you can see from the sample car, it comes with the hub that serves as the brain of the robot. Okay, we call this hub for we will connect all the electronic components in here. All right, so what are those electronic components that we have? We have here the servo motors. This one. All right, this servo motors is the one in charge to make our car move. All right. And then right after that, the good thing about with this car, okay, it also comes with a sensor. Okay, this serves as the ultrasonic sensor of this car. All right. So as you can see, we have here the complete components. We have here the hub and the brain of the robot, wherein we will attach all the electronic components. Then we have here the motor and we have here the sensor. Now, we are talking about autonomous emergency braking. It says that when an autonomous driverless car detects an obstacle in front of the car should stop to avoid collision. Now, using this Lego Education, we do 2.0 wherein we incorporate those electronic components in here. We will program our smart car to execute that certain autonomous emergency braking tasks. All right? Let me show you a demonstration. So I'm gonna position my robot here. So the thing is, with this autonomous emergency braking car, um, the thing that we will execute is the car will be moving forward continuously, and when it sees an object, okay, we will program a robot to execute an autonomous emergency braking task. All right. So as you can see, the robot is already connected to our device. This is an indication that the robot is already connected to our device. Okay. Now I'm gonna reposition my robot here, so you can see, and then we have their minifigure that would serves as the object. Right. So there you go. Let's make it move. So as you can see, this is the motor that in charge to make our robot move. And then in front of the smart car, we have here a sensor. All right. So I'm going to use this sensor to make my robot move forward continuously. And then when it detects object, it will execute the autonomous emergency braking task. All right. Let me show you. Okay. Ready, set, go. Oops. One more time. Let's just have this one. Let's reduce the power, I think. Okay, ready? One, two, three. There you go. So as you can see, those are the things that we can do with our robotics practices and program. So that is a task of an autonomous emergency braking task. All right. Next example is the automatic parking. All right. When a driver drives the car into a parking place, the driver performs a sequence of a car maneuver to the parked car. Okay. If the car is equipped with an automatic parking option, the driver can turn the automatic parking on so the car can perform the parking maneuvers autonomously without the driver up controlling the car. So let's use again our smart city. Okay, so technically, let's say that we have here samples of cars, and then executing the automatic parking, our robot will automatically park using the sensor. All right. So there's the sensor, and automatically our robot parks on this area. All right, that's the thing. There you go. Okay, let's continue. Now, I also have here another sets that we can use for creating this smart city goal. So we have here a 9688 Lego education set. Okay, this is actually an extension set. Okay, there you go. This is actually an extension set for our simple power machine. So this is a renewable energy add-on set. All right. So as you can see, the good thing about with this Lego education set is it comes with a solar panel, okay, that we will be using in order for us to control this. There you go. As you can see, this is connected to EB3 brick. And then it also comes with, that's the solar panel, this one. Okay. And then it also comes with energy meter. There you go. And then it also comes with e-motor, lights, and extension wires. Right? All right. Now, Sir Wax, can you please show again my presentation? So let's talk about the renewable energy. Okay. So for renewable energy, we'll be using the 9688 renewable energy set that I showed you. Okay, with this, I have an example of a hand generator. With this hand generator, the student will explore the concept of scientific investigation, conversion and storage of energy, investigating and evaluating variables, and informal and formal measuring of distance, time, speed, work, reading, predicting, and interpreting data. So in Lego education, we use the 4C approach in using the materials per classroom application. So for Connect, the generators have the ability to convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. The human body can operate a generator by turning the handle. And then the faster we turn the handle is the more electricity that we can generate. Okay, later on, I'm going to have my actual demonstration of a hand generator. Then right after our connection, we will proceed to construct paste. Wherein we will build the hand generator and the joule chip. And then right after building, we will test the model's functionality. Loosening bushings can reduce friction, and what we will do is to connect the plugs properly by pressing them firmly together and make sure that turns the joules reading to zero before counting. And then right after that, we will move forward with the contemplate. Okay. This is a turn and go activity. The task requires students to investigate is how many joules that the hand generator can accumulate after a time period of 60 seconds and see how far this joules can power the joule chip. Okay. Then right after continue, it's all about gearing up. The task required the students to investigate how many joules the rebuilt hand generator can accumulate right after a time period of 60 seconds and then see how far these joules can power the joule chip. Now let me show you an actual demonstration. Can you please share my camera again, and Sir Wax? Okay. So right after the demonstration of a smart car, okay, we have here on my side, ayan, a hand generator. Right, there you go. So this is the hand generator. As you can see, okay, this is the motor in order for us to use the hand generator. And then we have here gearing on the side. Okay. And then we have here the joule chip. Okay. This comes with the energy meter. Right. So this is the energy meter wherein we can see the transferred and the transfer electricity. So this will serves as the monitor. Okay. Now, the thing is how to do it. Since we have here the motor, right? What we're talking about with this hand generator activity is from mechanical thing, okay? So we will be creating mechanical electricity that we will transfer, that we're going to transfer here in the ship, okay? So from mechanical electricity to electrical energy. Okay, so this is how it will work. We need to do it manually. Teacher Lance, can you please hold this one so they can see? Right. Yeah, here you go. As you can see, this is the car wherein we will transmit the. It's already actually working. Teacher Lance, it's already moving backward. There you go. Teacher Lance. Okay, there you go. A mechanical electricity. Okay, as you can see, this is already moving. Okay, and stop. So from mechanical electricity that we made with our John generator to transfer with this via energy meter, right? So the good thing about with the materials, okay, as you can see, we have here the motor, and then we have here the energy meter, wherein we can actually monitor the transferred electricity. And then we also have here the solar panel. Yeah, the solar panel that's supposed to be partner on this creation. There you go. This solar panel is actually working. So we can use this via connection with Lego Mindstorms NXT robotic sets. Right. And then, okay, the good thing about with the materials with this Lego Education Renewable Energy set, okay, we can actually use this set in connection with our Mindstorms line, which is NXT and EB3. Okay. And then the good thing about with this is it's also comes with a curriculum pack wherein we can actually use the material set for investigation and research. Right. So that's all for my short demonstration. Thank you so much for listening, and Teacher Jen will take it away for the whole sessions, and she will be embedding all the important keynote in order for us to achieve our goal for this webinar. Okay, uh, Miss Jen, before I'll end my short demonstration talk, let me shout out my baby Faith. Okay. Hi, Alison Faith. Okay. Hi, baby. Good morning. She is watching right now. Thank you, Miss Jen, and take it away.
Okay. Wait lang, Ma'am Ann.
Yes, ma'am.
Patingin ulit nung ano 'yun? Wind turbine mo pala.
Yes,
Ang
this one.
ganda, 'di ba? Parang gusto ko tuloy ng ganyan, nakakainggit naman. Okay, so sabi ni Ma'am Ann, pwede ikabit diyan yung solar panel, tama ba?
Yes, madam.
Yan. So, yan. Kasi yung mga blades niya wala dun sa ating EV3 kit, no? Kaya
Yes,
baka
ma'am. Definitely.
minsan hinahanap nila dun sa kit kasi
Mhm.
kasi nga specialized kit siya. Pero if they already have the existing, it's just an add-on, ano po?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then
Definitely po.
kasi ako kino-contact kasi nila ako for the kit. So
Mhm.
pwede silang mag-PM sa Felta MultiMedia or email doon sa website, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Yon. Yan. Para if you have questions, you can ask Miss Ann on how to go
Actually,
over that.
ma'am,
Yan.
Actually, ma'am,
Grido
this is
yan.
the no, ma'am. This is a simple
Ah,
power machine. So ito yung
ayun
initial
pala.
set. This is the initial set for this certain activity, and then we will just this add
Add-on.
on set in
Mm-mm.
order for us to create more activity. Right?
Yan. Kasi mas ano yan mas user-friendly yan lalo na pag LM kasi pagka high school, senior high and going up to college actually pwede siya. Depende na lang din kasi sa prof at sa teacher kung paano niya elevate, no? Pero do we
Yes.
offer that din sa techbook, 'di ba? Sa Felta
Yes,
techbook
ma'am.
kasi may nagtatanong din so hindi ko alam ang sagot kaya habang nandiyan kay tatanong ko na sa'yo. Ayan. So those who were asking since kahapon kasi I was at the background during your webinar. Congratulations, ma'am. So,
Thank
yon.
you.
Pwede silang mag-PM. Correct?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Oh, okay. So, yan. Mamaya, nandyan lang si Ma'am Ann. So, pag may question po kayo, pwede po kayong mag-chat doon sa ating, mag-comment doon sa ating FB. FB na watch party ni Sir Wax, hindi namin nababantayan. Doon po kayo mag-comment sa YouTube live namin po. Yan. And then, please enable StreamYard kasi po ang lumalabas lang po ay Facebook user, madaming Facebook user. So, kapag may specific question, hindi namin kayo ma-address. Yan. Ayan. Salamat po, Ma'am Ann.
Thank you so much. Take it away and good luck, madam.
Ayan, Sir Wax. I will share my screen. Sir Wax. Sir Wax? Na-share screen ko, please.
Nakashare na siya, naglo-load din. I-share mo ulit. Naglo-load lang siya eh. Yun, nawala pala siya. So, nawala ang kanya pong connection, kaya pala ayaw mag-load ng kanya pong presentation. So, we have to wait a little para po makapasok ulit po ang ating source speaker. Okay, Ma'am Jen.
Ayan.
Yun, kaya po nawawala.
Wala ako. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, madam people. Ito na po, isi-share ko na ulit. Diyos ko, Lord. Kailan kaya kakabit ang aking internet. Ayan. Yes. Back to the ball game. Okay. So, kita na ba, boss?
Kita na, kita na.
Iran ko na nga. Kita po.
Yes, kita.
Hello, Sir Wax.
Kita, kita.
Okay. So, wala na po akong nakikita sa panahon ngayon. But I will call you na lang, Sir Wax, if I need to show something. Ano po? So, good morning po, everybody. Thank you, Miss Annalyn. And napakaganda ng kit, napakagaling ng presentation. Ecological sustainability and renewable energy. So, what the Felta group showed you is just part of the sustainability series of renewable energy. So, itong sustainability and renewable energy is one of my favorite topics. If you can see, we are in the Smart City Series 1. Meron po tayong iba pang series. We also have gears that goes with automation. Babalikan natin sa Tinkercad and we'll have Sir Dom and Miss Anne ulit. We are going to focus on energy. So what makes a city smart? So sa ating pong poster, you will see all the aspects. Actually, madami pa po yan. Sustainability is one of my advocacies for the NASA Solar System Ambassadorship. We focus on Earth and your health. So Yan po yung ating ginagawa. So, hindi lang po dito sa Pilipinas nagte-training ang mga teachers. Even sa US po, we had an immersion sa isang malaking-malaking community sa Virginia. Medyo bukid pag nakita niyo po itong picture and yung tubig dito. So, these are the teachers that I've been working with. We have sustainability workshops then. So, part of teacher support of the Lego education is meron tayong mga resources sa website ng Lego Education. This particular session focuses on the exploration, transfer, transformation, and storage and dissipation of energy with reference to the conversion of wind energy to electrical energy. And meron po tayong focus sa isang specific na renewable energy source. Kanina, ang binigay po sa inyo is solar and hand-generated energy sources. So the key objectives is the students will have to explore the concepts of scientific investigation. Natututo din sila ng formal and informal measurement with regards to time, distance, speed, work, and power. They will also have to undergo reading kasi maraming web resources. Predicting and interpreting data, yun yung pinaka-importante. They have to be curious about energy and sustainability. What do you need? Sabi nga nila kanina ni Mas Ana, there are options. You can have the 9686 simple and powered machine sets. You can also use the 9688 renewable energy add-on set. You need adhesive tapes. Importante yan. Fan with at least 40 watts effect. Rulers and measuring tapes. Yun po yung mga dapat ilagay nyo sa teacher toolbox. And of course, kung wala po tayong budget for the kids, pwede naman po tayo mag-improvise. What I am going to show you is pwede tayo mag-design virtually using LDD. So, alam ko mayroon na kayong LDD. So, hindi na ako masyadong nag-effort kahapon at saka nung isang araw. If you attended the EdTech Unit Workshop with Lego, nag-download din sila ng LDD. And for this particular lesson, marami siyang standards na sinusunod. I know we are already supporting the NGSS standards. We have the disciplinary core ideas on physical science. We have MS PS3 energy. The cross-cutting concepts included in this lesson is cause and effect, mechanism and explanation of the mechanism, scale, proportion and quantity, systems and system models, energy and matter, flows, cycles, conservations and structures and change. Yan. Ang NGSS po, if you are not familiar, is a next generation science standards. So, ang strands na dinadaanan nito based itong ating Lego Education lesson is HSPS3, which is energy, the HSESS3, which is earth and human activity, and the last one is the engineering, technology, and applications of science. So there are science and engineering practices. So kaya po itong lesson na ito can be from elementary to college level in the engineering university level kasi malaki po yung sakop nito. We also adopt the Common Core State Standards in English and Language Arts. May mga parallel lessons po yan. If you are going to look at your curriculum guides and pacing guides, similar din naman po, developing models, carrying out investigations. So, yun po yung mga basic content. So, our agenda for today, teka lang, check ko lang kung tayo ay may connection pa. Okay. Napapraning ako kasi walang internet. Okay, our agenda is what is sustainability? We have renewable energy. What can you use to discuss this in your classroom? We have ecological sustainability. How is it different from plain sustainability? We have windmills versus bats and birds. And what is our desired output for today? Ayan. So, let's start po. Yung pong ating Sustainable Development Goals na ating focus for today is goal number 7, which is renewable energy, and goal number 15, life on land, and goal number 13, climate action. So, ano po yung ating mga, yun po yung ating target. And of course, number 11, which is sustainable cities and communities. Kailangan nating maging sustainable. What is sustainability? Why is sustainability important? So, ang sabi dito, while we are we are meeting societal needs, we are causing the resources to decrease. So therefore, pag nag-meet sila sa middle, hindi na sustainable. Hanggang doon na lang sa gitna ang ating masusustain. What if we go beyond, mas maraming tao, mas matagal na panahon, wala na po tayong mabibigay sa kanila. Wala nang future. Okay? So, ano ang ginagawa natin to help out? So we are trying to focus on sustainability, science, and actions. We apply science concepts and combat the need for more resources na nagdi-deplete na ngayon. Okay, and some of them, after depletion, walang-wala na talagang recovery. Yung iba may byproduct pa, yung iba wala na talaga. But first, a word of caution. Ano ba ang focus natin ngayon? So, lagi na nating naririnig ang climate change. Lagi nating naririnig depletion of resources. So, for example, ito yung problem natin. Problem natin, traffic. So, sana hindi ganyan pagtapos ng pag-alis ng GCQ, no? Okay, so sabi natin, okay, solution is provide bicycle. So therefore, itong ating mga government agencies naglilinya ng bike lane, naglalagay ng barriers kasi daw the new normal is to ride your bike again. So maraming bumibili ng bike. And government agencies are promoting kasi daw for fun and fitness, for happiness, saves money, fresh air in theory kasi syempre depende sa location. Convenient, safe, there's freedom in movement, makakadaan ka kung saan mo gustong dumaan, it saves the environment and reduce traffic congestion in cities. And ngayon, lalo na ngayon, walang congestion pero wala ding means of transportation. So, katulad sa ibang countries, sa Australia, naglagay sila ng mga parang prepaid bike. Maghuhulog ka ng coins, parang borrow and then return to another station. Sa ibang countries, meron din. So, ganyan, ang gaganda ng kanilang mga bikes. Diba? Sa Japan, meron din. Sa China, meron din. Pero, after some time, this is what it looks like. And after some time, pag gumamit ng bike, iiwan na lang kung saan-saan. And after some times, ganyan na, hindi na katulad kanina. So, padami siya ng padami hanggang maging ganito na. Hanggang sa maging ganito na. Okay? So, kamusta naman yung ganyang karaming bike? So, baka dahil tayo medyo late na sa ganyan, malamang matagal pa bago tayo umabot sa ganito kasi wala tayong pambili masyado hindi lahat nagbabike kasi marami tayong public transport. At maging ganyan. So, yung mga junk shop nila siguro ganyan yung itsura. Ano nangyari? So, when we connect, the problems we face promoting sustainability are not just more complex, they are of different classes. Maraming issues. So, when we try to apply technology and solutions, nagsasuffer yung ibang areas. What is the definition of sustainability? Ang sabi dito, sustainability means meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability to meet future needs. So, kung gano'n ang mangyayari, paano na yung future? Katulad ng sinabi ko kanina. So, therefore, people are resorting to resourcing renewable energy sources. So, there are 6 that are presented here. We have solar, we have wind, we have geothermal, hydro, bio, and tide. So, yung mga nagtuturo ng science, sobra na silang pinopromote na nila to kasi this is embedded in their curriculum. But then, if you are not teaching science, you can still incorporate this in your lesson. Sa hanapan lang natin siya ng kaparallel na concept or topic. Okay? So, saan ba nanggagaling yung mga renewable energy? So, I found a few clips which I want to share with you. Let me find it. Wait lang po. Ayan.
Energy consumption is a huge part of our daily life. We eat with energy. We travel with energy. We work with energy. And we even flirt with energy. But where does all of this energy come from? Today, we gather most of our energy from coal, oil, and natural gas, also known as fossil fuels. Additionally, we gather energy from biomass, nuclear, and renewables. Fossil fuels consist of extracted decomposed organisms and plants that existed millions of years ago. Biomass converts plants into biometric material to produce energy. Nuclear energy is released. Lastly, renewable energy comes from a source that's not depleted when used, such as wind or solar power. But what's the profound difference between them? How they affect our planet? Fossil fuels cost more than what we pay at the pump and impacts our environment in many ways. These impacts include global warming, air quality deterioration, oil spills, and acid rain. It's also projected that fossil fuel resources will be depleted within the next 50 to 100 years. Biomass and nuclear energy also have similar issues. We need a solution relatively fast, and luckily, we have one. Renewable energy comes from resources which naturally replenish in our lifetime, whereas fossil fuels are a one-time use resource in the human timescale. Resources for renewable energy include sunlight, wind, rain, tides, waves, and geothermal heat. The best part is that we don't need to compromise our planet to harness it, nor do we have to rely on other nations for these resources, which history has shown to be a contributor to war, famine, and political instability. So, how do we get this to look like this? Presently, we have the technology to be 100% renewable reliant. The truth is, our infrastructure is built around our fossil fuel dependency. If we could convert our infrastructure to what's known as a supergrid, we would be able to rely on clean, renewable energy. So, what's it going to be? Will our children live in a world full of pollution? Or should they continue the path of evolution? To learn more about a 100% clean, renewable energy future, visit thesolutionproject.org.
Ayan. So, yun yung ating it's from thesolutionproject.org vid. So if you want to use it in your class, you can use it. And then another renewable energy that you can use in your classes will be from National Geographic. I will share the video again. Maiigsi lang itong clip, so good for your classes lang.
Around the world, renewable energy use is on the rise. And these alternative energy sources could hold the key to combating climate change. What is renewable energy? Renewable energy is generated from sources that naturally replenish themselves and never run out. The most common sources are solar, wind, hydro, geothermal, and biomass. Over 80% of the total energy consumed by humans is derived from fossil fuels. However, renewables are the fastest growing source of energy in the world. Renewable energy has many benefits. First, it can combat climate change because it creates no direct greenhouse gas emissions. The only emissions that they produce are indirect, meaning those that result from manufacturing parts, installation, operation, and maintenance. But even those are minimal. Second, renewable energy can decrease pollution and therefore reduce threats to our health. Wind, solar, and hydroelectric systems create no air pollution emissions, and geothermal and biomass energy systems emissions are much lower than non-renewable energy sources. Third, renewable energy is a reliable source of power. Because renewable energy sources are, well, renewable, they will never run out. Once built, renewable facilities cost very little to operate, and the fuel is often free. As a result, renewable energy prices tend to be stable over time. While renewable energy has many advantages, it is not without downsides. It is difficult for renewable energy sources to generate power on the same large scale as fossil fuels. Building wind farms and dams can disrupt wildlife and migration patterns and lead to ecological destruction. Both solar and wind energy are intermittent. They only generate power while the sun is shining or while the wind is blowing. Batteries can store excess energy for later use. However, they are often costly. While renewable energy presents some challenges, it also offers an environmentally friendly alternative to the greenhouse gas emissions and pollution of fossil fuels. And as advances in technology make renewable energy more accessible, affordable, and efficient, an end to climate change could be within our reach.
Okay, so ayan. Wait lang, isa na lang. Okay, so yun yung ating mga renewable energy. So how can you incorporate it in your lessons? If you don't have time, alam ko ang daming ginagawa ngayon sa DepEd, you can go to https://education.lego.com and you just search further lessons. Wait lang, let's show where those lessons are. So if you go to Lego Education, education.lego.com, you already have lessons here. So if you're looking for very specific, for example, energy, okay, just type it in the search box. Search. Sana gumana internet ko. And then, search natin. So some of those that you will see, if this works, my internet connection problems, this is what it's going to look like. For today, we're going to focus on this. And I personally picked renewable energy add-on set, katulad ng sinabi natin kanina. This is good for, it tells you, you can share it, you can print it, but don't share it to the students kasi there are teacher's guide in here. So you have 45 to 90-minute sessions. So it's good for 1 to 2 sessions. It depends. It's advanced. It's for grade 6 to 8. Pero pwede na naman natin i-amplify based on ano yung level ng students mo. And then we can change the materials that we use. We can lower the levels and we can adjust into higher. Okay, so sabi nga ni Ms. Annalyn, we have connect, and then we have construct, and then we have testing in here. So if you are going to look at my slide here, later makikita natin yan, okay? So, sa solar energy kanina, kung wala tayong pambili pa, we can improvise. So, yung solar panels, and you can share the videos. Meron din renewable kit. You can use the Pisco Solar Car or make your own version of it. So, ito yung sample. For fuel cells, also can be included. So, yung fuel cells, isa rin sa resources, although not mentioned before. And if you don't have the kit, ito yung kit natin. For wind, like yung windmill kanina ni Miss Anne, meron namang nabibili na mga dowels, rods, and then you can design your own blades, and then you can use the generator motors po. So you can buy it anywhere. Pero maraming iba-ibang klase ng kit. Or you can improvise. So it's not too late to explore these lessons. You can use the LDD, then later we will show you how. Okay? So wind turbines, ang ating example, kanina solar, wind turbines have the ability to convert the wind kinetic energy. They are used to generate electricity for larger utilities. Sabi nga sa video kanina, ang problema dito sa renewable energy, yung mga materials and infrastructures will require a big space kasi kailangan maraming units to generate more power. So, how does it work? Tingnan natin kung papaano nag-work ang wind turbines.
Around the world, renewable energy use is
Ayan. Okay, so live pa ba ako, Sir Wax? Baka disconnected na, Ketch.
Connected pa rin.
Sir Wax, are you there?
Yes, connected ka pa rin, ma'am.
Okay pa?
Yes.
Okay, so yan. So ang wind turbines pala, it's super complicated. That's why I told you, I don't advise you to use the same highly technical terms if you're teaching elementary, baka mabaliw ang mga bata. But you can always spiral. So as you go along and you teach the subject, you introduce a little bit of everything. Okay, para ma-ready sila. So, yung ating wind turbine and concept of relative velocity, which is the velocity of the wind minus the velocity of the blade. So, yung mga formula in math, so you can add more lessons into your discussion. You can actually, if you only have one kit, you can extend the lesson and replace some of the ones that you cannot and pass by and integrate. Okay? So, how does it work? Remember, kasi gagawa tayo ng output, you have to have these specific parts na as a model, So, the wing, ang tawag natin blades, wing pala ang tawag. So, it's the incorporation of the turning of the wing, the gearbox, para ma-increase ang speed, and tamang-tama to dun sa kanina with Miss Anna, yung hand gear. So, next week, we will also have gears and simple machines and animation. The brake, the generator, the velocity sensor, and the yawing machine. So, to change direction, measure speed. So, syempre, models lang ang gagamitin natin. Okay, so, papaano natin gagawin? So, what I hope you have is your Lego Digital Designer. Sir Wax, pwedeng split screen. Saan ba ako? Wait lang. Yan. Okay. So, eto yung, hindi pala ito palang isa. Sir Wax pa, zoom in. Ayan. So, dahil wala akong kit, sana all may kit. Ako wala din, pero meron akong NXT, so I have to improvise. So, if you have the kit, you can improvise. Meron tayong mga blades dito. And then you have the medium motor if you don't have it. And then you have the beams. So, what I want you to do and try to use the Lego Digital Designer is to, if you don't have the kit, you design it. If you have the kit, you can build it. I don't think that most of the teachers have the kit, especially kung nasa school. So, pupunta tayo doon sa wait, Sir Wax, split screen with me and the screen. 50-50, pwede. Ayan, sana yan. Okay. So, dun po sa meron na, you open your Lego Digital Designer. Konting i-introhan ko lang ng konti. Those who are new to the community na ito ay sawa na kami tuwing Sabado, lagi na kaming merong achievements. Okay, so what we do is dun sa ating ayan. If you have the Lego Digital Designer, you just have to open a new app. So what I did last night, I started it na. Those who are having problems finding the parts, what you need to do is, save ko muna to. Save as windmill. Okay? So yung windmill natin, save natin sa Smart Cities. Ayan, baka kasi mawala. Okay, so if you have the new tab, click mo lang po yung plus sign. Don't worry, dun sa tab sa taas, madali pong pumunta dyan. So, we'll open. Okay, you have the fresh slate. If you are using the mouse, mas madali, just click on the right click and then you can move it. Parang sa Tinkercad natin, yung button dito naman ay right click and then move para makita. If you can't find the parts that you're looking for and you want to look for, like Ma'am Annalyn has the, the servo, what you need to do is go to, tingnan natin kung masu-zoom in ko. Ay, hindi pala. Lakihan ko na to. Okay, so punta tayo sa view and then you can go to new themes. You can go to Lego Mindstorm. Okay, so go to Lego Mindstorm and type in EV3. Okay, so if you type in EV3, you can get the brick or you can get other parts. Or, if you're looking for specific motor, type mo lang po motor, lalabas yung iba-ibang klase. So, ito yung mga options. We have this one, the one that meron yung karugtong, but we are looking for kanina sa atin. Ito yung function motor, click it. Ayan, ito yung parang katulad ng kay Ma'am Ann kanina. And then you can move this, so you can transfer. Okay? So, bale, ang concept po niyan is, yung dulo nito, na maliit na part, na connector niya ay karugtong supposedly. Siyempre, wala tayong wire. So, yung mga iba po na nagtatanong, Ma'am, saan po makukuha yung wire, yung connector wires? Pwede nyo pong i-type dyan. Connectors. Ayan, yan lang po lalabas. Pero, alam ko sa extended meron. So, if you want to use either one, pwede po yan. And then, if you're looking for, ewan ko, last time na tried blades, may lumalabas. Pero, yung iba, wala. So, ang ginawa ko po, pag hindi nyo po makita dito, you can go to view and then go to themes ulit. You can go to LDD. Basta po may nawawalang parts, lipat-lipat lang po kayo. Try po natin. Ayan, dito may lumalabas sa LDD na blades. Ito po yung mga sample kung gusto nyo gumawa. Ayan po yun. Kaya lang, hindi nyo siya na-angle. Bahala na po kayong, ang gagawin nyo po, ma'am, paano ko to itatagilid? To use the hinge tool, you have to use a connector. Bibigyan ko lang po kayo ng basic. Kukuha po tayo ng isa. Okay, and then, use arrow keys to change perspective. Yan, and then, ikakabit nyo lang po muna dyan. Tsaka nyo pa lang po magagamit yung hinge tool. Wait lang. Ayan. Ayaw niyang mag-connect. Wait lang. Dito ako sa akin sa kabila. Okay, so bakit ayaw gumalaw? Teka dun sa aking isa. Babalik ako dun sa aking windmill. Okay, so para ma-tilt nyo po, so yan. Ayan, i-click nyo. Kasi may connector na dapat nag-tilt siya. And then you can use the hinge tool and then you can move this para natutwist nyo yung blade. So, using the LDD, you can design a windmill and then you can discuss with your students ano ba yung features ng windmill na ginawa nila. Okay? So, bakit ganun yung pagkakatilt ng kanilang blade. Tingnan natin para makita nyo. Zoom in. Okay, so ito, bakit kailangan ganon? So, katulad ng diniscuss natin kanina dito sa ating airfoil technology, no? So, pwede po natin i-incorporate yan sa LDD design, what are the position of the blades, and then you can start designing. So, ito yung aking ginawa kagabi. And then, I just manufactured these. So, ma'am, parang ang hirap hilahin. Dun po sa nagtatanong, you can highlight. So, kapag po naha-highlight yung part, ibig sabihin, nag-iiba po ng color, sila po yung mag-group. So, para madali pong buhatin, i-highlight nyo lang, and then, go to groups, dito sa taas, groups, and then click po yung create a group. So, makita nyo po dito sa left side, meron ng groups. So, para pagka pinlik nyo po iyan, pag binuhat, pwede pa rin pong makuha yon, pero yan. Kapag nag-highlight po na green, kailangan i-click mo pa din. Okay. Pag na-highlight po, ibig sabihin nagko-connect. So, i-check nyo lang po paminsan-minsan kasi baka katulad yan, no? Baka may gap. So, titignan nyo po yung upper side. So, make sure lang po na nakakabit lahat ng parts. So, alam ko sanay na kayo sa LDD, kaya kayang-kaya nyo na ito. Okay. So, yan po yung ating magiging isang output. So, babalikan ko muna tong presentation bago tayo pumunta dyan sa susunod. Okay, Sir Wax, bago pala ako mag-proceed, may tanong ba sa ating madlang people?
Sa ngayon, wala pa naman. Sabi lang
Like
na,
comments. Hello?
wala pa, ma'am. Sige, diretso ka lang.
Wax.
Hello? Diretso lang, ma'am. Diretso ka lang. Parang nawala siya. So, hintay lang po natin siya makabalik ulit. Kasi meron po siyang internet connection problem.
Ayun.
Kaya hindi mo pa naririnig, wala ka na palang connection.
Oh, correct. May tanong ba? Sorry po. OMG. Okay, so, while waiting, pwede tayong magbasa ng comments. Meron bang tanong? Pwede po kayo magtanong muna. So, yun yung first part, yung ating wind energy. Nagagawa tayo ng windmill.
Ma'am Jen, linawin natin ang output natin for the first activity. Ano
Apo,
yung output natin?
magde-design sila ng version nila ng windmill. So, based dun sa mga videos na pinanood, ano yung mga parts, they can put labels, katulad ng ginawa nila last week, yung poster or photo collage, kung ano ang magandang design nila, and give a little, pwede nilang i-label yung parts, they can give a little, ano yan, explanation sa baba, why they think that their windmill is one of the best design based on, syempre, pag baby ang mga students mo, maraming lalabas na design. Mas magagandang gumawa yung bata kaysa sa matanda minsan. Eh. 'Di ba?
So, yan po yung ating output, no? Remember po, gagawa po kayo ng design ninyo na windmill.
Oo, use the LGD software. Paano nila isasubmit sa wax? Doon, may ano ka ba? Yung pwede ka bang gumawa ng link or post na lang nila sa Facebook?
May ginawa na akong attendance na sasabit.
Ayan. Ayan. Lalagyan ng link, isasubmit doon. Ang sasubmit nila in JPEG or PDF format. No? Kayo na po ang bahalang mag-design. Apo. Yan. So, kung hindi po sila marunong, pwede pong gawin sa Word. Tapos, paste lang yung screenshot or snippet ng inyong design. So, yun yung ating unang output. So, as you see, maraming renewable energy models. Balikan natin yung aking PowerPoints. Okay. So, sa ating PowerPoint ulit, balikan natin. Ang pwede nyong ma-model sa students ay clean energy, which is sa ating lesson ngayon ay solar and wind energy ang ating focus. So, kung wala kayong kit, again, you can improvise. Ayan po yung mga example. Pwede rin po na if you are interested in purchasing the Lego Education Kit, okay po yan, no? Hindi na po mahihirapan mag-connect kasi ready to connect na, and then katulad nga ng sabi ulit kanina ni Ma'am Ann, meron na po yung curriculum guide. If you want to look at the curriculum, the lesson plan, pwede po tayong pumunta sa Lego Education. Meron din po doon, and then you can improvise. Okay? So, wala bang tanong, Sir Wax? Wala pa?
Wala pang tanong.
Ayan. Wala. Okay, so punta tayo sa part 2 ng ating lesson. Okay, so ang part 2 is ecological sustainability. So in as much as we want to have a better life and more energy sources, we are forgetting that we are living in an ecosystem. So the production of goods and services must not interfere with the capacity of the nature to regenerate and utilize its own resources for life on land, okay, or in water. So kapag hydro, yung ating designs for windmill, pwede rin yan sa hydro. Actually, nung wala akong gamit, I even use spoons for hydro energy and just attach them to the dowels, and then you can improvise kung wala tayong kit. So, ecological sustainability means the stability of climate systems, the quality of air, land, and water, the use of land and soil erosion, biodiversity. Dapat both species and habitats are compatible. And ang ating Earth's biogeochemical system includes water. So, alin man dyan pwede nating include sa ating mga lessons. Water, air, land, biodiversity, and ecosystem. Okay? What is being faced by having windmills? So, hindi lahat ng ating nakikita na mukhang maganda ay maganda talaga. Sabi nga doon sa National Geographic, merong mga cons, hindi lang pros, and may mga cons din. So if you look at the photo, there are dead bats and birds. Ano yung disadvantage? Kasi these creatures are ano, almost ang habitat nila air, and then punta sila sa mga ano nila trees. Pero dadaan sila sa air and migrate at some point in their lives. So ano yung ating gagawin? So I will share with you the cons naman. What are the cons of having wind turbines na dapat din nating i-consider?
Estimates by the Department of Energy indicate that in the United States alone, there will be more than 100,000 wind turbines by 2030. John Anderson is Policy Director at the American Wind Energy Association.
As time goes on, I do think that you will see wind replacing older plants that are being taken offline, but we're really looking at capturing the new installation market.
But wind energy developers in California and West Virginia are being sued by environmental groups. A growing number of groups contend that hundreds of thousands of birds and bats are being killed every year by wind turbines, mostly at night when bats and migratory birds fly around mountain ridges where many wind farms are located. Kelly Fuller is with the American Bird Conservancy.
In 2009, an expert at the Fish and Wildlife Service estimated 440,000 birds were being killed in the U.S. annually by wind turbines. That was in 2009, before we had more growth of the industry.
West Virginia in the eastern United States is a migratory corridor for birds. It's also an important habitat for bats, where millions have been dying from white nose syndrome. The illness has brought some species to the brink of extinction. Now they face another threat. This amateur video shows bats flying at sunset near wind turbines in West Virginia. Judy Rod is director of Friends of Blackwater, a West Virginia conservation group. She says this cave, close to a wind farm, houses thousands of hibernating bats during winter.
First year, they found 430 dead bats and I think 50 dead birds in a very preliminary, sketchy study. The expert that analyzed those figures, Dr. Tom Coons at Boston University, estimated that finding 430 dead bats meant that actually 10,000 bats had been killed in 1 year.
That's because the carcasses are scavenged by foxes, crows, and other predators. The U.S. government supports wind energy development to cut down on fossil fuels and fight global warming. David Cottenham is senior advisor at the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. He says the service does not have the authority to halt a wind project that's on a migratory path.
But we do have the authority to prosecute them for violating the Endangered Species Act.
Despite efforts to reduce collision, no permanent solution has been found. The industry opposes shutting down turbines that are in the way. Industry, government, and environmental experts agree that choosing the right location for wind farms could be a good solution. But often, the best wind currents are found in the paths that migratory birds and bats have been using for millions of years. This is Sulima Palacio, VOA News, West Virginia.
Ayun. So, video credits dun sa VOA News and other resources that I found. Ano? So, if we have proper planning, pwede nating mapakita sa ating mga estudyante as young. So when they grow up and become engineers, they will consider having sustainable development and ecological sustainability, as well as promotion of renewable energy. Matagal pa naman ang ating laban kontra dito sa climate change, ano? Okay, so what can we offer? So yung ating mga wind turbines na dinidesign, they often cause migratory birds and bats lives, no? So imagine 400 plus thousand na dead birds and bats. Sa isang area lang, 400. So, equivalent to 10,000 kasi mga carcasses or mga dead bodies were scavenged by other wildlife. But then, it's still malaking figure. So, what engineers do right now, and we can also use this in the classroom as one of the challenges, is how can they design birds and bats friendly or ecologically friendly energy resource in renewable energy resources infrastructure. Ito yung isa. So, one is the bird-friendly design. So, this is another video, the last video that I am going to show you. Let me see. Ayan.
Energy created by conventional three-blade wind turbines is cheap, sustainable, and pollution-free. But according to current estimates, their fast-moving blades kill up to 300,000 birds annually in the United States. That could change with the bladeless wind converter called Safonian, designed by Tunisian engineer Anis Ouni. He studied ancient sailboats and the movements of birds and fish to develop a parabolic dish that rotates in a peculiar pattern while catching the wind like a ship's sail.
It's like a big 8 in space. It's a movement that we can find in nature. That's why I told you the Safonian is rich in biomimetics, because we find the same movement in fish tails when they are moving or in birds' wings.
The bladeless converter creates less noise than traditional wind turbines and does not suffer from the gyroscopic effect, which makes it easier to adjust to changes in wind direction. The prototype is a little more than 1 meter in diameter, but computer models show it is scalable to bigger sizes. Uni hopes it eventually will be able to turn 80% of wind energy into electricity.
In practice, we reached 1.7 times the performance of a traditional wind turbine. Economically, it is a machine that costs much less than an equivalent wind turbine.
Tunisian company Safon Energy, which developed the prototype, has won several awards for the new turbine, including support from Microsoft's initiative to help African startup companies. George Putich, VOA News, Washington.
Ayan. So, remember last week we had last week we had Tinkercad on using circuits. So, and then last week we had Tinkercad using 3D modeling. So, ito yung integration ng Tinkercad plus LDD plus sustainability plus renewable energy. So, yung mga lessons ng series natin, kailangan na, hindi pwedeng inaral lang natin last week and then forget na, and then inaral natin last week, forget na ulit. So, we have to combine all those lessons and design our learning activities na mai-incorporate natin yung mga inaral natin last week. So, balik tayo doon sa ating Lego designer, no? So, yung iba na kanina may plan na, ngayon baka nag-iba na. So, si Saifon ay isang dish wind turbine na walang motor blade. So, it's up to you to decide whatever you want para magamit natin sa ating model, ano? So, this activity is giving the students options to do research. So, maybe this can be entries to the research then if they can make models, no? So, birds ang nagsasuffer and bats. So, therefore, another lesson with the Lego education lessons is the watchtower. So, if birds and bats suffer from windmills, let's apply the knowledge related to simple machine structures and engineering stability para makapag-design naman tayo ng ating watchtower. So, if you are going to the Lego and search for Lego Education website, search for watchtower. Ito po yung watchtower. So, yung mga photographers, yan po yung ginagamit nila. And then, if we can combine the wind turbine plus before the construction, there's a watchtower and they actually observe if the area they will be placing the windmill will be part of the pathway ng mga migratory birds. Ang problema kasi, migratory birds use the airflow din para mas madali silang mag-migrate, no? Hindi sila masyadong mapapagod. Kaya, maganda if we can start with bird watching and then observe and then use those observations as planning. So, kayo na po bahala sa inyong mga students. Paano nyo sila mabibigyan ng design thinking approach para they design based on their willingness and eagerness to help solve this issue na matagal nang walang solution kasi nga may conflict of interest with human structure and ecological balance, and ecological sustainability. So the second part with the partner challenge is to design your watchtower. Meron na po tayong simple design dito. So what you do is, Sir Wax, pwede pang pa-show may malaking me. So, meron akong isang sample. Yan. So, ito yung watchtower na binild ng asawa ko kagabi at ako yung nag-build sa taas. So, kung ano yung mga parts na nakukuha ko. So, pwede kang mag-design. So, dapat may mga nagwa-watch sa watchtower. Nag-improvise na lang ako kasi wala akong parts na sa center yung iba. I mean, naka-box yung mga parts ko, sarado yung center. Okay? So, ang dalawa ang ating output na i-design. Ang isa ay ang ating windmill. Depende sa inyo kung gusto nyo dish o itong may wing or blades. And yung watchtower. Partner yan. Watchtower muna. And then, yung ating windmill. Kayo na po ang bahalang mag-design. Ngayon, hindi ko ginawa yun kahapon. So, balik tayo, Sir Wax, sa aking screen, LDD. So, pwede po kayong mag-design ng isa pa. So, ito ay half-baked. So, dahil kung hindi nyo mahanap yung part, search nyo lang. Pwede kayong pumunta sa New Themes, Lego, extended na pala to, bricks. And yung mga red po, yan yung red version na extended parts. Minsan kasi hindi makita type nyo lang po peg. Kaya hahanapin nyo lang po dito sa ibaba. Kaya pag hina-hover nyo po yung inyong mouse, nagsasalita, may nalabas pong dyan, corrugated pipe, so hindi yan. So hanapin lang po natin. And then if you want to place a Lego tao, so ilagay nyo lang po dyan ay Lego head, for example. Meron po dyan. Search nyo po kung gusto nyo mag-design ng sarili nyong character, no? Nasa red kasi ako, wait lang. Lipat tayo sa LDD. Ayan. So, yan. Pili ka lang po dyan ng mga heads. Kayo na po bahalang pumili kung anong gusto nyong itsura ng nagbabantay sa watchtower. And then you can build your own or meron naman po dyang nahahanap na mga figures. Okay? So, yan. So, yan po yung ating. So, when you create your poster, you can design the background and you can screenshot. If naguguluhan pa rin po kung paano mag-screenshot, kasi po minsan ang nasa-send po sa amin ay may mga putol-putol. I-type nyo lang po dito, snip. So, lalabas po yung snipping tool para diretso crop na, hindi na po nasasama. Click nyo lang po yon, lalabas po yung snipping tool. Click nyo lang po ang new and highlight the object that you want to show. And ayan na po. Pwede nyo na po siyang copy. And i-paste nyo po kung dito po kayo sa Word maglalagay. Paste. And then, para po nabubuhat, katulad ng tinuro ko sa inyo before, you can remove background or wrap text in front of text. Okay, so para nabubuhat-buhat niyo po. And then you can design. And then file, save as, piliin nyo lang po ang PDF. Of course, your file name must be your name, and then i-type nyo lang po ay ecological sustainability. O kaya windmill and watchtower. Ganun po. Kailangan po may name nyo. And then, in the first place, i-upload nyo din naman po yan dun sa send ni Sir Wax. Okay, balikan natin yung aking presentation. Okay, so yun po yung sa watchtower. Application po niyan is math. Remember, you can count the holes. So, may proportion and stability. And hindi natin matitest. Pero kung may actual kit kayo, pwede nyo pong matest. If you don't have compatible computers for downloading LDD and you don't have kits, pwede po kayong mag-improvise and you can design and you can submit para po hindi masyadong stress. Yung iba pong mga laptop kasi ay bumigay na. Pero if you can do the LDD, much better po. Better po. Okay? So what can we do as teachers? We have to teach sustainability for our future. We have to provide meaningful activities and incorporate all the lessons we've learned during the webinar series. And we encourage practice. Hindi nyo po, kung hindi po kayo magpa-practice gumamit ng software, hindi nyo po matuturo ng mabilis kasi mahirap magsanay sa mga movements sa software. So try po and practice. And when you teach them to the kids, keep coming back. Once in a while, you use the software pa din. So, yun po ang ating output. Use your LDD for your output. You create a windmill and you create a watchtower. So, design your own, build, and explain using LDD. Ayan. May mga tanong po ba, Sir Wax?
Sa ngayon, wala pang...
So, yung mga videos ko po, sa YouTube ko lang po yan nakuha.
Thank you, Sir Jero Damen.
Ayan, disconnected na naman yata ako.
Marinig pa kita. Okay, so para po sa ating mga taga-subaybay, no, mga participants po natin for today, ang ating pong output should be submitted, no, sa ibibigay ko pong link later doon po sa Power INC group. And then, the format of your output should be in JPEG or in PDF file. Okay, so yan po ang isasubmit po ninyo as your output. Ang unang output will be making your own design of windmill, and then yung pangalawa, yung watch tower. So, yun po ang inyo pong isasubmit na output for today. Okay?
Wind turbine. Wind turbine. Wow, windmill. Madaming wind turbine. Okay, ito yung, tapos ito yung watchtower.
Yes.
Ayan. Design. Wala ba silang mga tanong? So, yung link isesend ko pala sa'yo ang link wait lang. Send ko sa ating chat ang link sa lego.education.lego.com para ma-send mo, sir, sa ating YouTube live. Para makita natin yung Ayan.
So, posted. So, punta po kayo education.lego.com. Okay.
Yan.
Visit nyo po yung website para po doon sa activity for today. Okay.
Yan, salamat. Ay, nandiyan pala si Sir Ricardo Enriquez. Shout out, sir. At saka sa ninang ko, nanonood, Ninang Lorna. And ating mga friends from the passionate STEM teachers and the friends from STEAM Power Teacher Friends, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Professor Wax Benson, and Felta, MultiMedia, and the STEAM Power Teacher. Ayan po, malapit na magpasokan, Sir Wax. Kinakabahan ka na ba?
So, wala po tayong face-to-face, no? Katulad po ng laging inaanunsyo po ng Department of Education para po sa mga magulang na nagpapa-enroll, no face-to-face po ang ating pong pasukan. Okay, so we have online learning, and then meron din po tayo mga modular. Okay, so option po ninyo yan. So huwag po kayong mabahala. Ang DepEd po ay patuloy na susuporta po sa atin, sa mga kaguruan, maging sa ating mga magulang at mga estudyante para po mas ma-continue po natin ang ating pag-aaral ngayong pasukan. Okay, so COVID lang yan.
Yan.
COVID lang yan.
May tanong si Ma'am Juliet. Hello po, Ma'am Juliet. Kamusta? Kailan daw po ang deadline ng submission? Weekly po tayo. So, next Saturday pa rin ang deadline.
Okay.
At saka Sir Wax, natutuwa ako dun sa mga, di ba, nag-LDD tayo. Diyos ko, April pa yon. Hanggang ngayon, marami pa rin may mga bata na nanonood kasama ng kanilang parents.
Yes.
At may mga nag-register pala sa atin na bata. Hindi natin na-detect. Dapat pala meron tayong age. So may mga sinesend sila sa akin na mga LDD. Yung iba, hinalukay yung kanilang mga Lego pieces. Siguro kasi wala na magawa, bawal lumabas ang bata, no? So maganda po yan. Encourage the kids to start, and so when they come back to the classroom, and hopefully if they post in social media, they can encourage other kids din, kasi masyado na silang na-engage sa mobile gaming. Pwede naman iba. So siguro mag-mobile gaming ka ng mga ilang oras, and then educational design ka or Tinkercad or LGD, or go to websites na sa mga tinuro ng EdTech unit, or the teachers who are watching can also spend time with their kids para practice teaching. Para makikita na agad nila yung reaction, di ba, ng mga bagets, kung nag-enjoy ba sila. Ganito yung pinlano ko, tinay ko sa anak ko, nag-away lang kami. So may mga gano'ng eksena.
Yes, malaki
di ba, Sir Wax?
Mga parents, no, sa pagtuturo sa kanilang mga anak. Ngayon malalaman nila, no, bakit nagagalit minsan si teacher, no? For sure, yung mga parents, magagalit sa diba?
Alam mo yung ang mahirap dyan, kapag anak mo or kamag-anak mo, kasi ako mga pinsan ko, tinuturuan ko, magaan yung kamay mo pag ayaw sumunod, point. Parang gano'n. So, minsan, na mga agad. Pero, ayun nga. So, itong ating Smart City series, next week ay going to simple machines and automation. So, one of the other aspect of smart cities is automation. Nagbigay na si Ma'am Annalyn ng patikim doon sa kanyang, yung hand crank na generator doon sa kanyang moving car. So, ang gagawin natin is magde-demo ulit ang Felta. So, lagi nating, para makita nila kung ano, kala kasi ng iba, EV3 lang. Tapos yung mga expansion sets kasi maganda din yan gamitin for the classroom eh. So, ang gagawin natin is showcase yung manual, and then if Sir Dom ay available by next week, kung hindi siya available, baka i-move natin. Pero hopefully available siya. Yung ating Tinkercad circuit, i-connect natin sa ating gears and simple machines. Ayan.
So remember, every Saturday po ang ating pong specialist training, no? And this is brought by Felta MultiMedia. So our educational partner will continue to help and assist us to learn more on robotics, no? Kasi number one po ang Felta pagdating po sa robotics. Kaya po, salamat po kay Ma'am Maylene Abiba for giving us her time. Ganun din po ang kanyang company to help our educators nationwide and abroad. And it's free. Okay? Libre po ito. So, every Saturday po, punin nyo kami kasi i-handit pa rin po namin sa inyo for the whole month of July ang Smart Cities. Okay? So,
nandiyan na ba si Ma'am Maylene? Si Ma'am Maylene, busy girl yan. Madami yung meeting.
Siya mga guesting. Okay?
Guesting.
For the demonstration kanina, for giving us the demo. Maraming pong salamat. Salamat din po sa ating mga teachers, no? Mga loyal teachers po natin na patuloy na no? Sabi nga po natin dito na quantity over quality. Quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity. Okay. So, yan. Do'n po sa mga meron daw kasi sir, version ng LDD na wala yung parts ng Mindstorm. Actually, hindi ko alam kasi yung same software na dinownload, yun din naman yung sinend natin. Pero bakit 'pag sine-search nila yung parts wala? Siguro po we can uninstall tapos install ulit. Yung akin nga nag-safe mode, eh. So, hindi ko rin alam minsan pero, si Ma'am Julie, kahapon nag-attend siya sa EdTech 'no, with Lego. Nakausap ko siya dun sa comment box. So, hanggang kagabi tina-try namin, hindi talaga namin mahanap. So, mamaya after ng webinar ihe-help ko siya, 'yan. Nandiyan pa ba si Ma'am Annalyn? Ano pa ba yung mga, courses na ating na-o-offer sa, Felta Techbook and sa ano,
So, ang dami na natin, no? Simula nung nag-start tayo with our webinar series, ang dami na natin topic, no, for robotics. So, yan, nandiyan na si Ma'am Annalyn. Ma'am Annalyn, so do you have any additional info our series?
Ma'am Ann, paki-ano mo nga kung ano yung mga lessons do sa Techbook kasi ang daming nagtatanong sa akin, hindi ko naman masagot. Yan. Naka-mute ka, ganda.
Alright. Okay, so good afternoon po. Techbook offerings po. Actually, that program po is intended for senior high school students up to teachers who want to become a robotics trader as well. Tapos we also have po the I Create Cafe Manila Learning Center wherein we have po yung mga digital solution for online classes. So in line with that, we are offering Minecraft Education Edition for kids. And the program is designed for 9 years old and up. And we are also offering virtual robotics toolkit training for kids and for teachers as well.
Oo, yun.
Re-LDD questions po, doon po sa mga naghahanap ng mga EV3 parts na nawawala. What you can do po is uninstall and get the lower version.
Ayun, lower version pala, di pala sa app. Oo, baka kasi yung higher version. Kasi merong 4.3.10, merong 4.3.12.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yun. O, yun. Yun yung ano.
Share po yung lower version para po you can share it as well doon po sa mga teachers na hinahanap si EV3 parts.
Oo, nababalo na sa kahanap. Tapos, ma'am, yung virtual toolkit, no? Kasi baka wala yung audience kahapon, tas nandito sila ulit ngayon. Yun po ay IP-based. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng IP-based? Ibig sabihin...
Ma'am, si Virtual Robotics Toolkit po kasi we are using 3 learning resources. So meron tayong ginagamit na simulation application environment together with the EB3 lab programming environment plus yung ating working space learning resources environment. So technically po, it requires system requirements. So kailangan po for you to use it, i3 and up po yung ating processor. Tapos gagamit lang natin siya with web. Ngayon po, we'll be posting video tutorial on Felta and ICC YouTube page. We can also share it with Power for your references.
Ayun. Kasi kahapon, nagmamakaawa sila, tulungan ko daw sila, wala po akong magagawa kung hindi i3 pataas. Kasi Celeron si MD yata. So, yan. Ang matutulong ko lang po ay ma-advise kayo na pwedeng mag-upgrade. At sabi ni GSIS ay pwede nang mag-technical loan. Di ba, Sir Wax?
Yeah.
Yung ano...
About with Cognition Robotics po, since we are the exclusive partner here in the Philippines, they are already working po doon sa lower version, but we cannot promise kung kailan yung release. But the good thing about it, they are already working with it since they knew yung ating problems here in the Philippines with devices in order for us to reach all the students that we have here in the Philippines.
Kaya like and stay tuned sa ICC, Felta, STEMified, Power. Lahat na. group namin sa Wax para updated sila. Okay? Wala pa si Madam?
Dapat, busy pa. Okay.
Gumawa po ng greetings video for one of our schools. I think po she's coming in already. You know po, Miss Maylin is a very busy person. Napakadami niya po meetings at the same time.
Tsaka yung go negosyo, no? Basta may araw, nakalimutan ko kung anong araw. Basta she always posts.
There's no specific schedule po for Go Negosyo, but since Miss Maylin po is one of the mentor, kaya po on call siya if there are seminars and webinars.
Ano pa? So,
may announcement. Ay, Sir Wax.
Yes.
Nag-post ka na ba ng attendance?
We talk about the mentorship, no? So we're going to make a group course for specialized in robotics. So marami pong nandito na kanilang mga interest. So we plan to do this para po makatulong po sa ating pong mga interested teachers to learn about robotics na tinuturo po ng Felta Techbook at saka ng Felta MultiMedia. Okay, so kita po namin kayo ng information, no? Gumagawa po si Ma'am Jen ng poster
guidelines.
Paano po kayo mag-join. So,
pero yung Techbook, yung Felta Techbook course talaga 'yon. May bayad 'yon kasi course talaga 'yon, 'di ba, Ma'am Ann?
Yes, ma'am. At na accredited po siya, ma'am. So it's accredited national certificate po.
Oo, siya lang, 'di ba? Yung for Lego lang ba 'yon? Siya lang, 'di ba, for the
Si Felta Techbook po is the first Techbook Academy po na with partnership po with TESDA. So when you enroll po, you'll be getting a national certificate, and then right afterwards, you'll become part of Felta family po, since we are rendering trainings po for the whole Philippines.
Oo, kasi sobrang dami na, no? Hindi na kaya ng katawang lupa namin ni Ana lang. Hindi na natutulog yan si Ana.
Yes po, ang partner po ni Felta, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao.
Oo, nahihilo na kami. Para, sabi ko nga, ang tanong nga namin ni Annalyn, hoy, girl, boy ka pa. Ayun.
So,
ayan, wala pang madam.
Wala pa nga eh.
Hintayin na natin si Ma'am.
Yung video, no? Show yung video.
Pwede.
May sounds?
Hi there, my name is Lisa.
Narinig ba?
Yes.
As a senior educational specialist, I'm thrilled to share with you these exciting solutions that opens up students' minds as to how the world works. When combined with a simple and powered machine set, the Renewable Energy add-on set provides opportunities for understanding the three main renewable energy sources: solar, wind, and water. All lesson plans challenge your students to explore ideas, build models, experiment, gather data, and draw conclusions. As a teacher, I know that engaging and motivating students is the gate to opening up a good learning. Lego education machines and mechanisms open up the students' minds as to how the world works.
So that is from the Lego education. Okay? Nawala na naman si Ma'am Jen.
Grammarly does more than catch errors. With Grammarly, you can find really good.
Hello, Ma'am Jen.
Ayan. Nawawala ako para akong aparisyon. Wala.
Tapos na tayo. Okay, so kanina po na pinilisan ko video ng Lego education, yung tinuro kong kit kanina ni Ma'am Annalyn. So if you have inquiries about the kit, you may contact Felta MultiMedia, the IK8 Cafe, and even sa Power and STEMified, pwede po kayong mag-inquire. Okay? To assist you how to have that training kit ng Lego education. Okay? So hintay pa ba natin si Ma'am Maylin?
Ako, Ma'am Ann, ano?
Ma'am Annalyn, may karagdagan ako ba? Siguro wala na. Anyway, so that's it all for this day, no, for our specialized training on smart cities entitled Ecological Sustainability and Renewable Energy. So we thank you once again all to our dear webinar participants for being with us and hoping that makasama pa rin po namin kayo for the whole month of July because every Saturday we will bring you different topics on smart cities. And of course, with our resource speaker, Ma'am Jen and Ma'am Annalyn, and Sir Dominic, no, na gagawin po natin in continuation for our series of webinars. So, muli, magandang tanghali po sa inyo lahat. We thank you for...
Wait lang.
Meron pang sasabihin si Ma'am Jen? Ma'am Jen?
Oo. Yung nagtatanong kung paano po, kung nagre-register daw ba dun sa sa robotics natin team. So meron tayong nag-post ka ba ng registration, pre?
Wala pa.
O yan, wala pa kasi hinahanap nila yung link. Sabi ko parang wala naman kasi kung magpo-post si Sir Wax, itatag niya ako. So ang ginagawa po namin is we are trying to do regional coordinators kasi ang target natin is to have a support per region. Yun po ang ating target. Ngayon, hindi po siya exclusive po ba for Lego owners? Lego kit owners? Hindi po. Kasi STEM solutions po tayo. Therefore, we will have to maximize everything that we have. Ayan na, magandang babae.
Pasensya na. Gumawa ako ng video para sa isang school kasi nag-graduate ang kanilang mga senior high school. Oo, nag-graduate ang St. Patrick School of Quezon City, yung kanilang senior high school. Nagkaroon sila ng work immersion sa iCreate Cafe Manila. So ako yung munang bumati sa kanila. Yes, oo, mga 5 students yan. Nag-multitasking. So, yan, maganda yung ating topic for this month of July. Very relevant. Saka kailangan natin talagang mag-isip paano natin matutulungan how to be able to think of the new smart cities, how we're able to sustain also our environment while we're building a new future, di ba, for our country.
Siguro invite natin mga
new normal.
Mga LGUs po natin to participate also with our webinar. We could help you, Felta, sa lahat po ng natin sa renewable energy using our technology, technology po. Okay?
Yeah, that's good. Yes, actually, that's a good idea. In the University of the Philippines, meron silang mga urban planners. They offer urban planning.
Yes.
And I'm actually very active sa BGC, sa Bonifacio Global City. I'm helping them with the use of Lego for evacuation center building yun eh. They're using the Lego bricks so that they can educate all the building owners, yung mga tenants, and the visitors where to go in case of an emergency. So yung part of the urban planning yun. So gumagawa kami ng mga buildings using Lego bricks. So I think that's a good idea. So we'll invite them.
We invite the LGUs to participate. Okay?
Oo, yun nga yung maganda. Sa series natin, meron din tayong hopefully mag-push through, no? Pero we're still working on it, yung urban gardening for Tinkercad. Yun yung wala na kasi tayong space ginawa ng bahay-bahay. So we are using our bahay-bahay as a garden. Ngayon, yun yung pinagkakaabalahan ng marami. And how do they survive kung hindi ka na makapunta sa palengke, saan ka bibili ng gulay? So yung mga renewable energy natin, you can even actually use the Lego parts and the Mindstorm kit into designing your own garden setup. Yun yung maganda. Yes. Yung mga parts natin talaga, we can use it to design.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah. So we have a lot in store for July. Yeah, for food security, that's good, no? So we can do hydroponics, We can do a lot of
Industrial arm. Yung ating
bots.
industrial
We can
arm
do
naman.
agri-bots, so we can help in the new normal and sustainability.
Ayan.
So marami tayong magagawa dito sa ating mga specialized webinars.
Kaya stay tuned lang po kayong lahat, no? Ating po mga dati pang participants, no? We encourage you na muli, no? And participate with us to learn more about robotics. Okay?
Hindi lang robotics, and more and beyond
and more.
Yes. Yes, and more.
And beyond. Okay.
So, okay, salamat.
Maraming salamat po sa ating mga participants for today. Muli, magandang tanghali po and see you on Saturday.
See you next week, next Saturday. Thank you so much.
Thank you po.
Thanks, Ma'am Ann, Mamay, and Paring Wax.
Bye-bye. Okay.